Okay, here with another exciting Amazon products review. These are the Victorinox Poultry Shears, or heavy-duty kitchen shears. I don't know why there aren't more videos on these. They're great. These remind me of like your old grandmother's poultry shears that she had for 100 years. You know what I'm talking about? You're going to buy them. Hopefully you're going to keep them for that long, and they will last that long. Because, of course, there is a lifetime warranty on these. If you check that out right there, you can take a screenshot of that. But see, like, you're covered, guarantees a lifetime against any defects in material workmanship, damage caused by normal wear and tear. You get the idea. But knowing that there's a lifetime guarantee on these, I mean, it's just, how can you beat that? What I do notice is, look at the length, the cutting length of the lower blade. This is 2 3/4. A lot of other products on Amazon, you'll notice the cutting length only goes to 2. So you get a little more cutting length here, which is great. It just makes your slices and dices a little more efficient. The overall length, as you can see, is around 10 inches, or give or take 20, what is that, 25, 26 millimeters, 26 centimeters, sorry. You get the idea. Your spring is right there. So these are spring loaded. Here's your latch to undo them. But before I do that, I do want to weigh them. So let me turn on the scale, and we'll get to grams. So there's grams. I'm going to get to ounces in a second, but here's grams. You're at 340 grams, which translates into 0.75 pounds, which translates into about 12 ounces. So these are heavy-duty, hefty shears. They weigh 11.99 ounces, about 12 ounces. So they are going to feel like some solid stainless steel poultry shears. Anyways, they are stamped Victorinox right there, as you can see, upside down, whatever. And then they are spring loaded, as we talked about. To undo them, let me get this stuff out of the way because they are spring loaded. What you do is you want to apply pressure, like you want to squeeze these together, and then move this latch. Right now they're unlocked, so be careful now as you unlock them. Boom. See, then they open right up. I would say this spring tension, right, like squeezing these together, I would say is somewhere in the neighborhood of like a pound, maybe 2 pounds. It's just enough tension to where the scissors will open up again as you're cutting through, like Pac-Man, as you're cutting through whatever you're cutting through. The good news is you do have some relief cuts right here in the lower blade, which helps to reduce suction and friction. So as you're cutting through whatever you're cutting through, the scissors are able to do that more efficiently. They're able to open up. And if you listen, just listen in real quick. You hear that blade-to-blade contact, so you know that you're getting good contact between the two blades, between the upper and the lower blades. And you do have this notch right here, which is great for going through your turkey bones, your drumsticks, any heavier duty or ribs that you might encounter as you're cutting through, like let's say a turkey or a chicken or whatever. You get the idea. That's what this bone notch is for right here, is to cut through. And just look at the quality and the craftsmanship of the blade. I mean, you've got solid stainless steel here. Like, you know you're getting a good product. There were some complaints I noticed in other videos about the spring, like people breaking the spring. I don't understand how you could break the spring. If you do, you're covered underneath. Remember, the lifetime warranty. So keep that in mind. So you can always, send these back to Victorinox or whatever, and then get your replacement pair. I guess that's how that would work. But if you notice, this spring is pretty heavy duty. It's made, I think the spring is also made out of stainless steel, if that makes any sense. As long as you use them the way that they're supposed to be used, and clean them and dry them respectfully, meaning like after I use them, I'm probably going to wash them with some simple Dawn dish detergent and a simple sponge brush, and just wash them off. Rinse them off with warm, clean water, and then put them in let's say like a dish rack, so that they can drip dry and dry themselves out. I probably wouldn't put these in the dishwasher. I just don't use the dishwasher a whole lot. I'm the kind of person that likes to wash my own dishes, and have that satisfaction or whatever. But I think if I wouldn't like try to pull these apart. That might damage or break the spring. Why would you want to do that anyway? There's really no need for it. They don't separate. Like, I guess you would have to undo that nut if you wanted to separate them. But there is, if you notice, there's some oil here, probably from the machining process. There's also some residual material powder or something from the machining process here. So for my first use for these, I'm probably going to just give them a good rinse. in some warm soapy water. Like I said, Dawn dish detergent does wonders. And then rinse them off with some warm water, clean water, and then put them in a dish rack to drip dry clean. Maybe towel them off a little bit. But like, I would not let these sit in a soapy pan overnight or anything. I think that's where you're starting to get into issues of maybe you're going to speed up the rusting process if any rusting was going to happen. To me, these seem like they're not going to rust. I think I can just tell by the build material, by the look of them, by the quality. I don't think these are going to rust anytime soon. So I think you're okay in that respect. But like I said, just for overall basic maintenance, use them, wash them with warm soapy water, leave them in a dish rack to dry off, or you could use a towel and wipe them off. Just be extremely careful, obviously, around the cutting surfaces, because this is extremely, extremely sharp. And you could see there's a beveled edge, right? You've got your main, like I would call this a saber grind that goes through the whole entire blade. And then you've got your very edge, which is your bevel edge right there that's been polished and honed and probably sharpened beyond, or as far sharpened as you can possibly get. Anyways, I hope you like this video of this review, and I will see you all on the next one.